Hi guys, in this video we are going to make the color of our photos pop out and stand out in Adobe Photoshop using selective colors. This is Twisted Creative. Man is my name. If it's your first time on this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. This is the image we are going to be using. As you can see, I've done something with that before, and let me say this is before, and let me create another. Let me duplicate it by using Ctrl J or take it to this plus mark and leave it there. So as you can see, we have before copy. So I have to rename this and change it to after. So we have after and before, which you are going to, but as you can see, both of them are still the same. So what we are going to be doing now, as if you take a look at your Photoshop and it's not like this and you want it to be exactly like this so that we are not going to make any mistake, what we are going to be doing is just go to workspace and go to workspace, then go back to down to reset essential. So once your essential is reset, you will see your Photoshop like this. But we wouldn't want this page to be that big. Let's just collapse some panels and make it a little bit smaller. Let's close up this and also close up this. Then we have the layers here. So, but we are not going to do it. We are not going to be doing layer stuff here. What we are going to be doing is how we can balance up this image and make the color pop. So, what we are going to be doing is just jump into the selective colors. So, if you want to go to selective colors, all you have to do is just go to image. Then you see adjustments. Go to adjustments and from brightness down to selective colors. Selective color. Then as you can see here, we have the selective color panel and the preset at default. Then the color at red. Then if you check this small arrow here, you will see the rest of the color. As you can see, red was checked. That was why red was there. And if you take a look, you see yellow, green, cyan, blue, magenta, white, neutrals, and blacks. So right now we are going to be starting by using just the red first. We are going to be working with each and every one of them, one after the other. So what we're going to be doing is just for us to check the sliders and see what the sliders do. What changes can the sliders bring? So we are taking it back to negative where cyan is. As you can see, we have -100. And if you take a look at the image, you can see a little difference, as in red has been added. A little red has been added. Then if you take it back to the positive side, to positive 100, as in 100%, you will notice that there is no longer red where there's supposed to be red. But mind you, anywhere you are working, any color you are working with is just that color. So what we are adjusting now, as long as this red, where this color is now, remains red, anything we are going to be adjusting is going to be all about the red. Just the red, I said. So don't forget, take notes. So what we are doing now is just the red. So if you turn it back to this other side, as in negative side, you see it go into a kind of reddish. Then if you go to this positive side, you see it lose red and gain cyan. That is why, as you can see, opposite of red, like some of us don't know much about colors, but in the color you notice that opposite of cyan is red, opposite of magenta is green, opposite of yellow is blue. Then if you take a look at this now, once you're taking the slider to negative or positive, it has effect on each of those colors. So what we are going to be doing, we are not going to be working too much on these sliders. Or as you can see, if you take it down to this side on yellow, you lose yellow for blue. So as you can see, you just have to take everywhere back to 0. But the secret about this color popping out with selective color is just the blacks. This black, you can see, once you adjust the black, you will be okay. Once you adjust the black, it's either you reduce black or you increase black. So if you are trying to increase black, that means you will see the colors coming out. Like we are on red now. If you take it to all the way to 100%, you can see the reds come up. The red has popped out now. Then the next thing we are going to be doing, we wouldn't want it to be at this 100%. But mind you, there is still something you have to put into consideration: your skin tone. The skin tone is very, very important once you're talking about red, because every skin tone has red on it. So this skin tone now, if you are taking it to like so let's say, as you can see, once you are going back to the negative side, you can see the skin tone washing away with the reds on the textile. So what we are going to do is just put red and make sure our skin tone is still okay. Like let's say 84 should be okay. It depending on how washed up your image is. Like this one is a kind of wash up. That's why we are getting up to plus 84 at the percentage at 84%, which some of those images we are going to be, some of us will use, will not be as white as this, whitish as this. So you don't have to take it to that 84. You have to play around the sliders and see what suits your image. Then the next thing we are going to be doing is going to the yellow. Like if you take a look at the red, we have adjusted the red. As you can see, once I bring it back again, you see the red fade away. But once I take it to that 80, let's say 87 or 85%, you see the reds are okay now. Then the next thing we are going to be, next color we are going to be adjusting is the yellow. So I have selected yellow. As you can see, we have yellow here in the color. Then we have the drop down settings and all that. We have the sliders. So we have to focus on the black. So we are taking the black forward, thereby gaining yellow. Not this way, as in the negative side, to lose yellow. We are trying to gain yellow so that we make it pop. So like 70 should be okay for the yellow. Then we'll leave the rest cyan, magenta and yellow. We have to go to green. So in this green, we are going to be adjusting just the black also, which we are going to take it to like as you can see, if you check the green areas where green are, you can see a lot of changes are occurring. So we have to make it like let's say 90% should be okay for green, as long as it's not going to affect the skin tone. Then what we are going to do now is just okay, no, not going to okay. If you okay now, you have to bring another panel and start adjusting. So what we are going to do is go to cyan. Like as you can see, most of us doesn't know cyan. Like if you take a look at this color now, if you ask some people, they will definitely tell you it's blue, which is not. That is what we call cyan. Look at it here. This area is called cyan. So if you try adjust this cyan now, you can see that once you take it back, it washes away this area. Then if you take it forward, it builds up the cyan, as you can see. So we have this as the cyan like plus 57%. Let's go by the next color. It should be blue. Then we'll adjust that blue to let's say like 68 should be okay for blue. Then the next color we are going to be adjusting now is magenta. These magentas, we have to take it forward also As you can see, it is not that much on this dress, but as you can see, this area and this area are being affected. That is the magentas we have here. So all I have to do is just take it to like that. 64 should be okay, and we are done with it. Let's go to the next color as white, which going to this white, is always the white always represent our highlights and some light areas on the background. So if we start toning the white too much now, like if you take it to 100%, see the picture, the image will no longer look, it will no longer have those highlights and all that makes the picture push out, as in like 3D pictures, 3D image. So I have to allow some white on it. So we have it like this. If you take a look at this now, we've gone so far. Like neutral, if you try add the neutral, you see that I don't think we actually need this. A kind of adding more contrast to the image, add more contrast to it, and it's very good, but we don't need it that much. We have to put like let's say 15% should be okay for this. Then we'll go to, for neutral, then we'll go to blacks. In these blacks, we are going to just adjust the black also. Then if you take a look at the blacks, you can see I don't like my blacks losing all the details. Like if I take it this way, I see it lose details, so I don't want it that way. So I just kind of like plus 7% should be okay. Then I think we are done with the colors here. Let's say okay. Then if you take a look at this image, it's a kind of unbelievable. Like this stuff like this, if you take a look at it, you just say, was this not that image that was a kind of whitish and flat? Just take a look at this image. Let's disable this after and see the before. So this is before. Is it not amazing? It's amazing. Look at, a great job has been done with just selective color. Selective color in Adobe Photoshop. Just, this is after and this is before. This is after and this is before. So is it not wonderful? Yes, it is. So you can just try out some images, bring in some images, and then try move your sliders and see what you'll be able to achieve with it. Yes, that is it for today's video. If you like this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not done that before, and also ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people will keep on creating. Keep on creating. See you in the next video. Bye.